Hey guys, Richard here. In this video, we're going to talk about the premium seat, which is an upgrade for the Meet One Trike. This is the Tour model, so let's get into the video. All right, guys, I appreciate Meet One Trike for sending me this upgraded saddle right here. Or it's not even a saddle, it's a seat, because it's nice. Yeah, but there's a couple things we need to talk about here. It's a great seat by all means, but there are some limitations, and it's not going to be for everyone. But some of you will be able to enjoy this. And I'm telling you what, it makes a comfortable ride. Let's get a closer look here. Yeah, this is like that pleather material, but it's nice. Look at that, it's soft and squishy. So it's a real comfortable ride. You know, it's got this pattern here, so it's got a little airflow in between there to keep it a little cooler for you. Some of the best features about this is that these armrests, they go up and down, so it makes it easy to get in and out right there. You've got a handle right here that allows you to slide this forward and backwards. There's about 6 inches of travel there. Right now it's in the all the way forward position. And so if you lift up the handle, you can push it back and take it back about 6 inches. Now that kind of brings us to the next little issue here, which is we got this basket back here, which is a great feature of this trike, is it's a huge basket. But when that seat is installed with this basket, just be aware that there's no adjustment. So the seat is going to be all the way up in the forward position, and there's going to be no adjustment for it to go backwards. Plus, this backrest right here is also adjustable. So you can raise this handle right here and raise that back, find a nice comfortable position. But again, you can't do that when the basket is installed because it's right up against the basket. So that's just one of the design flaws that's just really unfortunate, because it's such a great seat, but very few people I think are going to be able to utilize it. Those of you that can are going to be people who are a little shorter, got shorter legs, because if you notice, when you sit in this seat right here, you are real close to the pedals. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm 6'1", about 245 pounds. If you're someone who is shorter, and maybe you have short legs, then it might work out for you just fine by sitting here, and I'll demonstrate what that looks like, because you are pretty close to the pedals when you get up here. So here's what I'd look like riding this thing. And as you can see, I am really too close to the pedals to be able to pedal much. And my knees go up really, really high. Just not real comfortable. But if you're someone who's not going to be pedaling, maybe you're not able to and you plan to just use the throttle, then I could cruise around quite a long time just on throttle like this without any trouble. But ideally, for someone like my size, you're going to want to put the seat back. To do that, there's 4 bolts that you have to unscrew in order to get the basket off. So let's go ahead and remove the basket. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and put the seat in its most rear position, which gives us about an extra 6 inches of room. So grabbing the handle right back here, we can slide it all the way back, let it lock into place, and there you go. So now you see that we have a lot more room to play with for someone who is more my size. Now, when I get on this, that seat feels really nice, by the way. Now you can see that I'm much further away from the pedals, and if I needed to pedal, I would be able to quite comfortably. I'm still bending my legs a fair amount, but I would be able to do it if necessary. Now, when you're in the full rear position there, you'll also notice that you're a little further away from the handlebars, so it's a little bit of a reach. So what you might need to do is loosen up the 4 bolts down here and rotate these handlebars down and back just a little bit to get them just a little bit closer. And that's probably what I would do if I continue using this seat, just because, yeah, it's a little bit of a reach. Now, one of the great features with this seat is that you are able to recline it. So by pulling the lever over here on the left side, we can let this back a little bit. So if you're someone who likes to kind of lay back and cruise, maybe you want to do that. Maybe you just stop for a while, you're visiting someone, you're observing something, and you want to be able to just kind of lean back. It's a really comfortable seat, and it's a great feature that allows you to kind of kick back and relax. Plus, if you really wanted to, you could probably take a nap. But I'm not one for sleeping on my trike, so we'll leave it in the upright position. This is pretty comfortable right here for me. It does give me just a little bit of a lean, but if you needed to have it moved forward, you can actually move it forward and it still locks into place. So now it's pushing you forward just a little bit if you happen to be someone that wants to ride like that. Lastly, let's take a look at how this seat is mounted right here. So now that we got the basket removed, we'll come back here and show you that part again too. So you see there's 2 mounting holes right here, and the other mounting holes would be way up underneath there. So there's just no way to utilize that basket and have this seat moved towards the rear at all. Coming down here, let's take a closer look. So here's what the frame looks like for that seat. So it's a pretty robust frame. You got a bolt here, and you got a bolt right back there. And you got 2 on this side, 2 on the other. And that's how this is mounted right here. You'll notice that the seat post tube is still right here. So it's out of the way, not being used. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. All right, guys, for my use, I'm probably going to switch back and use the regular seat that comes with the Tour as standard equipment, because it really is comfortable and it suits my needs, because it allows me to go up and down to adjust my height, which also allows me to be a little further away from these pedals since I'm so tall. So I prefer to be raised up just a little bit. And so yeah, I'm going to switch this back and utilize that one. But you know, some of you may get a lot of use out of this right here, and that's how I wanted to show it to you. If you have any questions about it, drop them down below. Give me a like and a comment. Give me a subscribe if you're new. Guys, I'm going to see you in another video real soon.